Hi everyone, welcome to PlayyOn's recording for teaching you how to set up a virtual event. This is for when you can't run a practice or training session or a class in person, and you might want to do it virtually over the web, either live or recorded. So when you log into PlayyOn, you will land at your dashboard. That's where you typically would land, and you're going to go down here on the left-hand side to Events. Once you're in events, you're going to come over and add a new event. And at the beginning, you want to be able to select your host. Now, if you want everybody in the club to see this, you can set it up for that. Or if it's something specific to just one team or group or class, you would select them. Then you're going to select your event type. And this is where we have virtual events. And you would go to the next, and you're going to want to upload a photo. But before we do that, let's call it something such as virtual practice 103. And oh man, I'm not so great at typing there, so we'll correct it. So before we go to collecting the photo up here and putting it into this browser area, we're going to go first and get the URL. This is I've gone to YouTube and found a really good instruction on rugby kicking tips. I'm going to capture the image right there. On a Mac, it's Shift Command 4, and I'm going to capture that so that I can represent it in that event. I go back to PlayyOn. I come in here and I browse now. And that is going to be down here. I actually have them all saved into a Dropbox automatically. Not everybody does, but that's the way I do it. And so here I've got my screenshot, and it's going to upload into that browser. And then I'm going to go back to YouTube. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to click on that share button. And that has a URL that I'm just going to say copy. And I go back to PlayyOn. I put in that URL by pasting it in there. On a Mac, it's Control V. I could also have just right-clicked and pasted it if I'd wanted to. It would have been pasted right there, but I've already pasted it. Okay, and I can just say, team, this is a kicking video I would like you to watch. We will discuss on Monday during our team chat. And that's just something that we're going to be doing. So I create it. And as we move forward here, it's going to ask me dates. Now I'm just going to actually say, I'm not going to select multi-day or repeat event. I'm just going to set it up for today. I'm just going to say it's an all-day event so that people can pick it up whenever they want to, and I'm going to save it. Now, if I want people to register so I know who's coming or who's not, I can do that. In this case, I don't really need to because I just want people to participate if they can. So I'm just going to say no thanks. And then we have our virtual practice 103. People can come down here. They can see who's hosting it, which team. And then once they get into that, they'll just be clicking on that and it'll launch the video right away. Alternatively, if I want to set up a live event, same concept, except this time I'm going to go back and I'm going to do, this is going to be for my coaches team. I want to have a team discussion with them, a live meeting, and we're going to set up a virtual event. And this is where I'm actually going to call this a virtual meeting for the coaches. Now you can run practices or training events or even classes through all of this. Once again, you want to be able to put up a nice photo. No, I don't have one necessarily, so I'm going to search the free photos, and I'm just going to put in rugby. Let's just see what they've got for rugby. And a little confusing about what is rugby and what is not, but let's just put in something nice here. Oh, that's a good one. And we'll put that one in. And now I want to be able to get the URL. And this is where you have to decide what kind of a video chat room. Some people like to use Zoom. Some people like to use Skype. there's other ones. There's ones called Whereby. I personally, obviously, I'm using Zoom for other things, and so I'm going to actually click on it right here, and I can actually host a meeting at any time. I can join a meeting or I can host a meeting. And in this meeting, I might do it with the video on because I want to be able to see everybody. And this is where it's going to ask me to open it up. Let's just say open Zoom. Now I'm already in a call, which is what I'm doing right now with you guys, but this would provide me with the URL if I actually did do this. So let's just stay where we are. But in there, I would put a URL, and let's just say that it's going to be www.zoom.com, but this would be a private URL that you'll get from Zoom. Oh, and it doesn't seem to like that one, but let's just see what happens. Nope, not going to do it. Oh, there, it did it. Okay, so now it's going to again ask me the dates. I'm going to make it a start date of, I want to have that meeting on Sunday, and we'll just do it for an hour, and we'll go from there. And yeah, I do want to probably figure out who's going to come or who's not, but I'm going to set that up later. So I'll just say no thanks for right now. And this is my virtual meeting for the coaches, because this is a time where we do have to pull together and figure out alternative ways for having our discussions. So there you go, folks. That's how you set up virtual events for during these times where we can't meet in person. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and everyone stay safe and healthy out there, and play on.